literally have nuggets and fries in the freezer. Throw it in the air fryer. You got McDonald's at home.
The air fryer seed.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Actually, respect.
What an
Respect.
Yeah.
Bruh,
thanks.
bruh, they was cooking with that one.
But literally,
I
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
That like, good lord, man, they did something with that.
What did West Sound Good and say? Have you cooked half a brick in the air fryer?
Nick.
No, sir.
Like, but he was spitting though.
No, sir.
Just, right,
Check the microwave. Check the stove. Yeah. Okay. I guess nothing's here. Wait a minute.
My boy Lou get squashed.
Hold this one.
Slide in. You gotta open it all the way. She got springs on it.
I mean, you don't think nobody's coming?
Yeah, I got one dude coming, but he's not gonna like do anything. He's not gonna look at the space.
Okay. Come on now. Waterfall.
Next time we having water bottles.
No bullshit. I mean, I actually literally brought one, but
It be happening like that, bro. It's all good.
My problem is not putting my water bottles in the refrigerator.
But you know, you're actually supposed to drink room temperature water. That's what they say. Yeah. They say your water is supposed to be boiling hot.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah. That's what they say. Boiling hot water, and then you're good.
Where'd you hear that from?
Nick, go ahead. And,
Just trust me.
yo, I'm
Yeah.
weak. Look what literally came on my screen. Stop capping like you're real. You can't make this shit up. That's hilarious.
That is.
Stop capping. Like this. Stop, Al. Right. Stop. They called your ass out.
No cap. No cap. Yeah.
All right. Well,
Boiling hot water.
on that note, man, let's get this thing going.
All right, everybody. Welcome to the Beautiful Podcast. I'm Nick.
Jesse.
Alex.
And who do we have here with us today?
CurtMac.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Appreciate you coming on for the show.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all.
Of course.
Bet.
All right. Well, Al, how you doing today, brother?
Pretty good, man.
Normal Monday night.
Normal Monday, you know.
Last week of Black History Month.
Facts, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
You trying to get us up out of here. For
Facts.
sure. All right. Well, Al. Well, Mac. Alex always got a problem, man. Counting these episode numbers, man. He was that one student in the class. Didn't raise his hand too much.
Alex?
Right? Anybody? Alex.
Chill,
So, real quick, man. How many episodes of the 804 podcast have we been doing, man? What we doing, man? Okay. All right.
How
So,
many episodes? Which
yeah.
number am I?
Right, what we doing? What are we doing, Al? What are we doing? The crowd is waiting.
I got y'all.
Let me guess.
Game-winning championship game.
I'm
Right,
gonna
yeah.
guess
We're all waiting.
305.
307.
Really? I was that close?
Yeah,
Oh,
actually.
really? Oh shit.
There we
Yeah.
go. 307 of them things. Allegedly. Alex, Alex had a little long stretch of being
Congrats
wrong.
to
But,
y'all.
right,
Congrats
right.
to y'all.
Of course.
Appreciate it.
That's consistency right there.
Appreciate it.
Might be the most consistent podcast in Richmond.
Hey, man.
Uh-oh.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
We appreciate
Appreciate it. That's
Coming
up.
from a dude that produced multiple podcasts.
That's
And I
what's
don't produce any anymore.
No, bro, I'm weak. But yeah. Nah, but appreciate it, though. That's love.
Thank you.
Yeah.
For sure.
We take
Oh,
that.
yeah, we got them all. Kurt. All right, well, real quick, after the episode count, we do have something called the quote of the day, quote of the week. And this quote can be a song lyric, Bible verse, tattoo, IG caption, just
IG
motto saying anything that means something special to you. It ain't got to be nothing super smart or anything like that. Just anything that you live life by, man.
Me?
Yep.
And
to
that's
start us
crazy.
off.
I got a good one.
Talk to us.
So I'm gonna tell you the how it happened first because it make it a little more powerful.
Okay.
This was like 2-3 days ago. This autistic dude that I work with came up to me. He's like, "Hey, Curt, man, I saw this Instagram reel, and it really stuck with me. I just want to tell it to you." Usually he talk about music and just random shit, but he's like, "Yeah, man, it just some told me that I need to tell you this." I'm just like, "Man, what? All right, what's up? What's up?" He looks at me. He's like, "What you don't change, you choose," and then walked away. So what you don't change, you choose.
All right. Well,
Mic
I was
drop.
pretty glad you had a story behind it. I always like to ask the guests what is their meaning behind it. So I guess what did it mean to you then? I guess what did you take from that?
Yeah, it's like, you know, if you feel like your life is going a certain way, or you fucked up, or
Right.
you know, you with somebody and they're not treating you right. If you don't change it, then you pretty much choosing to stay that way.
Respect.
Sure. All right. Well, real quick, Curt, before we start asking you all these questions and everything, could you give our audience a quick rundown of who you are and what you do in a few words for us?
I'm CurtMac,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
founder of MOSS Studios, music one-stop shop. I'm a producer, engineer, artist, entrepreneur, curator. Yeah, I mean that's it. Pretty much.
Sure.
Born and raised in Richmond. You know,
What high school you go to?
Hermitage.
Okay.
In Verona.
I'm probably like 10 years older than y'all.
We went to Bird.
Yeah, we went to Bird.
Was y'all about 26?
Yep.
Yeah, 27.
There it is, roundabout.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I forgot I did tell you my
33.
age.
33. Oh, word. Okay.
I had to. Right, we didn't do it to everybody else on the show, so I had to. We did to a nigga that said 21 one time. So gotta be
Right,
consistent here. Gotta be
thanks.
consistent. For sure.
Yeah, consistency. Yeah. Yeah, right.
Someone called you Unk yet?
Yeah. I've been an unk since I was like 15.
Okay. And get like that.
Hey, young. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the youngest of 6 siblings, so I had like nieces and nephews as a kid.
Sure. Anybody got the first question?
I got one. Kind of an icebreaker question.
Break the ice.
What's something that your parents do that you notice you started doing?
Back in my day,
Damn.
we didn't have lotion. Yeah, it's like a.
Alex.
Nah, you gave me. I was drawing a blank, but you just said like when I used to ask my mom and dad, like, can we have McDonald's? Can we have Burger King? We got that shit at home. Like, I do that shit all the time. Pick my daughter up from daycare. She asks me all the time, can we get McDonald's? Can we get McDonald's? We literally have nuggets and fries in the freezer. Throw it in the air fryer. We got McDonald's at home.
The air fryer saved.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Actually, respect.
What an
Bruh.
invention.
Respect.
Bruh,
Yeah, thanks.
bruh, they was cooking with that one.
But literally,
I
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
That like, good lord, man. They did something with that.
What did West Side Gun say? Have you cooked half a brick in the air fryer?
Nick.
No, sir.
Right, but he was spitting though. He was
No, sir.
spitting. Just. Yeah. Right, yeah.
Check the microwave. Check the stove. Yeah. Okay. I guess nothing's here. Yeah. Wait a minute.
Last thing they checked.
You're right.
Nick, what's yours? Shit. Something that your parents used to do that you do now. Your OGs.
Let's see. I noticed. I say my parents didn't really like to argue with us. I don't really like to argue with people. That's like
You're not arguing with the YNs.
no.
No.
I don't give a fuck. I walk away.
Nick.
Not arguing.
So you're non-confrontational.
Not. I mean, because for what? I'm 28 years old.
Would you consider yourself non-confrontational?
Talk to him.
Okay. Yeah.
Talk to him.
Until I have to be.
Yeah.
Would you consider yourself an instigator?
No.
Alex
No.
with the buddies. Right?
Nah, I'm messing with you. I'm just messing with you.
Okay. Al. Well, unless you have one. I'm trying to think. What do you want?
Okay, my dad, he can be resourceful with certain things. Like he's not well. Okay, I'll say he can be frugal, but like in the sense of like I'm weak. I'm actually weak.
I just picked up. But yeah, go ahead.
So like yeah. So like now, like, you know, he's a little bit more chill now than he used to be. But like I know like if someone's gonna like toss something, if I already have a purpose for it, like, oh, it's like good quality, or it's something that like it's, oh, this is just the thing that I need for this, then like I'll be like, oh, okay, like I'll repurpose something for this. Or like, oh, I can use this for this.
Is your dad African?
Nah. But yeah, you got some. Well, yeah, of course. Yeah. We all got some.
Not like he's not from Africa.
Nah. But Wakanda forever. But you're like real talk. Yeah. So like,
That's your boy, man.
like, come on, Nick. It's Black History Month. Come on, get with the program. Yeah. But find that in a Jennifer Hudson voice. Yeah.
Whatever. Al. Don't try to
Right.
don't try to DEI the buttons now. Whatever.
But yeah, so I
That's
guess
not bad.
yeah, being kind of like, resourceful with certain things, repurposing things, like, especially when places, bruh, like, especially when like companies and stuff like that, like, be throwing shit away, like, oh, just toss this stuff. Like, I work like for, I'm not gonna name no names right now. If you watch the show, you already know. But like, place where I work for, retail store, like, they be throwing away some shit, bro. Like, sometimes fixtures and stuff, and I'd be like, hold on. Like, okay, I can use this, but I also try to watch myself and not hoard. So that's another thing. So yeah.
Sure.
But you just
Mom and dad definitely get frustrated easily. Gotta work on that. Well, yeah, gonna lie. No, I'm not snapping on niggas out here. Like I'm not doing that. But just like just get frustrated with the situation easily. So yeah. And I used to be like, dang, they be snapping, like not snapping, but like, dang, why they get so frustrated? Because they used to have a lot on their plate. They used to be busy doing X, Y, and Z. So I totally understand now, right? Yeah,
I definitely relate to that.
Yeah, right. And Jesse, you talking about I was talkative in class today. Like, get the fuck out of here. Now I know why them niggas used to snap. Like, it's just like, we ain't got time. Yeah, I sat outside the class today. Hey, come on, Jesse. Yeah, so I get it. I guess my question would be, talk to us about you making music. I guess kind of the beginning.
It was high school. They gave us laptops.
hey.
We heard this story.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So I was like one of the first, I already said my age, but
Talk to him.
it was like the first wave of the kids that got laptops and shit.
So I remember, like, okay, so you're not talking about the Chromebooks, the laptops, right?
Yeah, we had like full blown.
I remember. You remember those, Jesse?
I actually do.
Yeah.
My cousin had one.
They
Now
don't-
we
they don't
might
do-
have.
they don't do
That was still
laptops no more?
before us, though. Like, yeah,
But
never
y'all went to
mind.
Chesterfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, Henrico was like the first county to do that.
I remember that because we ain't never get what we
Not
got
like to
Chromebooks
take
at
home.
the last.
Yeah, at the last of our
Yeah.
senior year. Yeah, that was the first start of that.
Shit, I had them in middle school.
Like
Okay.
Chromebooks?
In middle school.
No, they just had like Dell laptops.
Oh yeah, no, I
I
remember.
think-
James.
no,
middle,
no,
middle
high
school.
school.
Middle school it was Apple.
Yeah,
It was
we had iBooks.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, it was
God,
Apple.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
right. That is right. The
We
little
had
old
Apple.
white joint.
Yeah.
High school
That's
was
facts.
like the
Damn.
Dell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah, you went to Henrico.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I went
yeah.
to Piranha,
Yeah.
and then I went to Elko when they
Yeah.
first.
them niggas
So
gave
in-
us a book and called it a day.
So in
Nah,
ninth
let me
grade, that's when I started messing with the music because they had Audacity on the computer. So, I was always rapping though with my friends and shit. My older brother rapped, so he had a studio. I used to get in the studio with him. But it's crazy though, because I was rapping probably for at least like from 15 to like 19, and then I stopped till like 3 years ago. So 30 years old, started rapping again. And I never dropped music. I don't have any music on streaming platforms. But I probably got like 500 songs. I got music that I produced on streaming platforms, but nothing with my vocals. But that's gonna change next month.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
why, man?
Yeah.
Why?
So
Feed the streets.
March 14th,
Yes,
I'm dropping my
sir.
first project. I already got it done, so just gotta tighten up some shit. But it's almost gonna be like I won't say an autobiography, but if you listen to it, you'll get to know me a little more type shit.
Okay.
I got a question for you. With everything you do, producing, making music, running MOSS, how do you like manage your time? How do you schedule out your day or week or month? You know what I mean?
Shit. Just wake up early, try to go to sleep, get at least like 5 hours of sleep. And I got 2 kids too, so yeah, I don't know how I manage my time for real. I be burnt the fuck out.
Okay.
But I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot of shit on my plate. But like I remember, my oldest kid is 5, so I remember like 5 years ago when I found out I was gonna have her. I was still working like full time at Publix. I was a meat department manager. So I'm working. I'm like, man, I'm about to have a baby. Like I always had a hustler spirit. I always hustled on the side and shit, but I never really tried to start a legit business. So I found out I had a baby on the way. So I'm like, fuck it. Like quit my job. I was making good money too. So
Yeah.
I was like, fuck it. Took a leap of faith and started a business. So back then it was like it wasn't no motion. I was working at I was running Defiant Studios, if y'all remember that. So I was the one running that. I was a studio manager, basically learning everything, and I had a business plan set out, but you know, it was none of this. There was nothing. Like so, back then I was like, you know, hoping that shit would catch traction and turn into motion like this. So I'll be, you know, book busy, be able to have a big network, help creatives like y'all. Like I literally have like this document that I wrote, and if you look at it, everything on there happened.
Yeah.
And it's before I even Defiant Studios was a thing. I had a document with all this shit. So it was just a thought in my head, and now it all came to fruition. So, you know, it's kind of like, you know, I don't even think about it. You say manage my time. I'm like, I don't even know how I do it for real. It's just, gotta do it. You know, this is the shit I asked for. If I stop now, then I'll be letting myself down. You know,
It's real.
so yeah, I don't even know. Y'all ask some good questions. I don't know. I don't even think about manage my time. I just be making it happen.
Yeah.
Every day. I was like, what the fuck I got to do? I be forgetting shit. I
Oh,
be
yeah.
making mistakes and shit. But yeah,
You got like a planner or something like that? Or like
it's my phone.
Okay, yeah.
I put everything on the calendar. I got like alarm set to remind me of stuff.
That's a bad.
And I got a team. It's not just me.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Shout out to DK, AWOL, Cam.
I'll say this: we're here, MOSS Studios. How did this vision come into? You know,
It started with idea that I had. This was like before podcast was big. This was before the Breakfast Club was big. There was no was Wallow and Gilly. There was none of that shit. No Drink Champs, nothing. This was like 2017, 2018 maybe. And but I got hip to podcasts. It was I want to say Joe Rogan or maybe Howard Stern. And I just remember binge watching. I think it was Howard Stern. Y'all know who that is? Yeah.
Howard Stern,
Yeah.
black guy with the
White guy with the curly hair, like Jewish looking dude. But yeah, I just remember binge watching this shit. And then Jamie Foxx had a podcast too. It's called like Foxhole Radio or some shit. It was on like Sirius satellite radio. So yeah, I just remember binge watching that stuff, and I'm like, damn, like this shit's gonna take off. Like I'm addicted to watching this shit. Like this would be dope if you know, if there was a place where, you know, people could set it up and almost like a radio station, but just put it all online. So I was having ideas, and then I forgot where I got inspired from, but it was Nipsey Hussle. He had a incubator in Crenshaw. What an incubator is different rooms with different businesses and stuff. But in my mind, it's like, let's keep it all in the same roof, same business, where we have a podcast room, photography studio, multiple recording studios for different purposes. And it was called Cam Space, Creative Art Multimedia Studio Space. So I wrote out a whole business plan. This was before I was ever even part of the industry or anything. But yeah, the business plan, pretty much just writing that shit down, talking to people about it, saying, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And then, yeah, everything else just fell into place for real. But the idea was just off of just what I was into. I was just binge watching podcasts, and I was always into music. There was like one recording studio back then that was like not Yellow House or Good People's. It was called Boombox. I probably don't remember that.
I know RVA Boombox.
Oh, no. This is Boombox Recording Studio. RVA Boombox. Shout out to them too. That's where AWOL work at. My boy Brandon and shit.
I kind of got a question. You've mentioned this a few times. So for some people who, you know, wanna got a vision like yourself, you know, like you talked about created a business plan. Kind of just for the listeners out there, just tell them what that is, what that looked like, or
And,
you know.
all right, so like it. There's ways to create like a official business plan, and you could even like pay a service to help you write it up. But mine was literally a graph. Like I wish I could bring it up, but it's literally like a graph I made like just on like paint. And I just made a graph, and I said, it was like
Yeah, no, you good.
but let me see if I can find it. I think I got it in a folder.
Yeah. Just kind of show like
'Cause
whatever
this is a part of Richmond history. Oh, here it is, right here. So that's my business. When I talk about my business plan, that's all it was. So I just took the ideas out of my head and put them on that. So that's what we're sitting in now. I did that about 7 years ago before I met any of these guys. So that's Camp Space.
Did the work early. Yeah.
And it was like a vision that I kept having. Like it was a freestanding building. Like I literally like dream of this place and go to sleep the next day and wake up at the same place. Like it's a freestanding space, almost like a plane hangar, like a big ass plane hangar. And the idea of it is people can rent out the space, and there'll be like literally like bunkers and like where you could sleep, where you could camp out for like 2 weeks, and you got coffee in there. There's a basketball court, gym, like you can shoot guns out back, like a shooting range. But that's when them M's come.
Of course.
Yeah, facts.
But,
Right.
But basically, let me the business plan. So it was this. If you can show it to the camera.
I'll probably edit it.
Yeah, send it. Yeah.
So this super basic. Don't overthink it. Just get your get the ideas on a paper or on a something. So it was an identity, and you just say recording, photography, videography. So basically, what's the identity of this company? What's the problem the company is going to solve? What's my solution? My target market? Who's my competition? What would be my revenue streams? What marketing activity? What are my expenses? Who's my team? And what's their key roles? And then what milestones do I want to reach? That's all I wrote down. And let me see. Yeah, I think I crossed everything off. Let me read these milestones real quick for people that that know. So it's to expand to a bigger, more creative space. We had a 1,000 square foot space. This is 2,000. Yes, sir. To expand the network and staff until Camp Space is a staple in RVA for all people that love to create and want professional results. Hey, God did it, not me. I just wrote it down.
Real talk. And congrats, too.
Thank you.
I'll say this. Was it hard getting people to see your vision?
I don't think so. I mean, I didn't pay attention to who saw it and who didn't. I just made it happen, really. And, if I meet people that share the vision, like when I told them what I wanted to do, or even I'm having conversation with them and they're saying the same shit. Like AWOL and DK, I met them at Defiant, and I talked to, it's probably like 20 people that worked there, and out of 20, it was 2 people that shared the vision. And that's who I started MOSS with. So I would say, I didn't even pay attention to, who didn't see it, just who did see it.
I kind of a different question. You play sports at any time?
Basketball.
Okay. Shocker. Right. Right.
What's that supposed to mean?
I mean, brother, yeah, you're
I'm
not
black?
4'2".
I'm half black.
Right. Look like you could do something out there. Right. What was your favorite part about? Did you play in high school, or what was your?
Nah, I was a big stoner in high school. Skipped a lot. But
Got that
my
diploma.
huh?
Got that.
Yeah, I got my diploma.
Yeah,
I skimmed across the stage.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Wait a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say my natural position probably like shooting guard.
Okay. Fuck it. Why not? Who's the GOAT? Crazy basketball player you've ever seen in your life.
I gotta go.
Other than Nick.
I gotta go
Facts.
with LeBron James. Hey, And I remember watching the 1997, 1998 finals with Jordan. Man, shit was amazing, but LeBron different.
Facts. I had to, y'all. Like, Alex, come on, bro.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
97, I was
Honestly, I would love to see that.
Six.
Though. I'm not gonna lie. All jokes aside, I would love.
I remember watching it. It was a
see
TV on the ground. We all in a room, and it was just a box TV on the ground, and nobody was really paying attention. I'm just like watching that shit.
Damn.
But yeah, LeBron for sure for me.
You know what's crazy? I got a lot of those old Chicago Bulls playoff games recorded on VHS. And I got like a VHS player, so I literally watched
Yeah,
a lot of them. And people don't know how rigorous it is rewinding a VHS tape.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
yeah.
That's a good point, actually.
Play.
I forgot about that.
Go
Yeah, I
back.
definitely forgot about that.
So who's y'all's goat?
That's
If y'all are into basketball,
a good question. Like I said, I was just watching the video of Stephen A. and them go about it.
I'm gonna go with Jordan.
Generic, not really into basketball, but yeah, I'll say Jordan. Just legacy as far as But LeBron,
But I'm more of a when it comes to players, I like talking about what teams were better.
yeah,
More like
yeah,
okay.
yeah. LeBron, he's like the Bulls, like the 96, 97, 98 Bulls. They're like the best team of all time. And you got the Warriors with Steph, Clay, Draymond, and them. But and you got the Spurs, Lakers, Kobe, Shaq.
Who's the most underrated championship team of all time?
Like they went on a run, like a dynasty.
That won a championship, but we really don't mention.
I would say the Dallas Mavericks when they beat the Miami Heat. I remember watching that. I was like, God damn, Dirk Nowitzki going crazy.
Facts. 'Cause I do remember that because I really thought Miami was going to win. I was like, yeah, they're just going to win. Like, it'll be cool. Like, LeBron, D-Wade, like that. No, like,
Nah.
somehow, some way. Yeah, like,
Or you could go Toronto when Kawhi was playing. Went on that crazy run 1 year in Toronto. Brought him a championship and dipped.
I say 04 Pistons.
Okay. Chauncey Billups and all them. Tayshaun Prince.
Rip Hamilton. Rasheed Wallace, Ben Wallace. Nobody mentions the 94 and 95 Rockets.
Hakeem Olajuwon. My uncle was his right hand man.
Really?
Yeah. Used to get bitches for him out in Houston.
Shout out.
respect.
Shout out Uncle Femi.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out.
Shout out Houston.
So my dad is Nigerian.
Shout out.
So that's the connection. Yeah. My uncle was like a player, pimp, whatever you want to call it, in Houston. Nigerian niggas.
Getting it.
Shout out my Naja people.
You watch college basketball too?
A little bit. I know D-Way.
My good sir. Yeah.
Yeah, I watch college.
What's your favorite college team?
VCU. I just gotta go with the home team. Yeah.
I guess since we're kind of talking on goats, what's your 3 to 5 influential artists to you? They could be any genre, all time.
I would say
You would not be CurtMac without these people.
Jay-Z, just because I listened to him my whole life. Nipsey. I gotta go with Nipsey. He's probably the most, like, if you listen to my music, people say, like, I see the Nipsey influence, you know. Taught me a lot about business and, you know, how to market and stuff. I watched all his interviews and shit. So I was a huge fan when he was alive. So when he died, I wasn't surprised to see him go, like, legendary status.
That's what's
But, yeah, Nipsey, Hove, influential artist. I don't know.
putting your boy Drake in there.
Nah.
The boy.
It's between
Drizzy.
It's between Tupac and Jeezy. It's Jeezy. Jeezy had me in my bag in high school. I was running up some paper, feeling like a trap star.
Good time.
So I'll say yeah, Jeezy and Pac, and then Pac just give you that rebel attitude.
I'll ask you a question, a business question. What's something most upcoming entrepreneurs get wrong about marketing their brand?
Consistency. That's the biggest thing. Like, somebody might announce they're doing something, but don't have a full rollout behind it, or not consistent. They might start a podcast and then drop their first episode without having 10 in the bank, which y'all probably know something about that. Y'all got episodes backed up, but there's people that announce their podcast and they're doing this and they have one episode. So they don't know when the second one's coming out. They don't have no weekly rollouts, or even like clothing. It's my clothing line. So, like, even when I did this, I did the same thing. I basically was testing it out, but then people started fucking with it heavy. Now it's like, damn, I don't have a real designer. They'll say my fall collection, my spring collection. I just bought hoodies, put this on there, sold out, and now people are like, yo, what's next? What's next? So, yeah. I mean, I didn't know it was gonna be like that, but yeah. But I'll say just consistency and having like a set in stone plan, or having your expectations too high. That's probably the biggest thing. Know you about to lose some money. Know you about to waste some time. But once you get through all that bullshit,
I got a question. Kind of usually one of the next questions, but how is your mental health these days?
Yeah, I mean it's definitely days where I'm tired of the bullshit, but yeah, I got kids, so can't really. It's not about me no more, really. I got 2 little girls, so
respect too.
Yeah, and it's like when I see them, it don't matter what I'm going through. When I see them, I give them a hug, and I'm like, all right, this is what matters. So a lot of people have kids, and it like adds to their stress. But me, it's like I know how to leave shit at the door before I come home. So.
Yeah, I kind of have a question off of the kids. You mentioned them a few times too. 2 girls, black man in America. Mm-hmm. So, what changed about you, and what do you think should change about a young man when he becomes a father?
It's not about you no more. Like, if you don't want to get up, you don't want to go do something, like, it don't matter. You got to get up. Or, you're going to continue. Well, I say continue a cycle because my dad wasn't in my life like that. So, that's the last thing I want my kids to do is to feel like they have a void. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. I mean, you just got to be ready to take on responsibility, handle your business. Yeah. But, I mean, it's easier said than done. But, and everybody's situation is different. Like, they're baby moms and shit. So, I'm blessed to have a good one. So,
that's what's up. Yeah. Shout out to that.
Yeah.
Big shout out.
Yeah, big shout out. Yeah.
Choosing who you lay down with.
That's the biggest thing because a lot of times it's.
I mean, come on. All you gotta. I mean,
I met her off of could have been love, and Juicy showed me her. Have y'all been seeing that shit, bro? It could have been love, Joe. Like basically, it's like 17 girls competing for Juicy. Alex, that is the most.
I think so, but not the whole. Yeah.
Alex, it's on like episode 2. It's like basically flavor of love back in the day.
Yeah.
It's just ratchet as Al. It's good old fashioned pink hair, wigs. Good old fashioned
love.
A good representation of our queens, Nick.
Yeah.
Right. Just how we like
Queen.
It. Yes.
Birkenbag.
Sheba. Right. But that bitch said it. It's like, yes, Chad. Yes. Very intellectual
Queen activity, Nick.
Have, Nick.
The type of shit you like, Nick. Yeah.
Not one book in sight, Nick.
Right, yeah. That's the kind of girl our guy Nick is looking
Not
for.
a compound sentence in sight.
Yeah.
She said come because I said Right, yeah. What? Yeah.
If it ain't no that broil bag, I don't want it. Yeah.
Throwing it back for the boy.
Right.
My boy Nick looks sick.
No, that's what he likes. That's what he wants. Matter of fact, all y'all on that hit our boy.
He said he went to Verona.
Right.
Surprise.
Oh, not the Verona. Hey. Get him.
If it ain't that broil bag, don't come near
That's
me.
disgusting.
Yeah.
That's all I can.
If you don't have it in your bag, if you don't have a broil bag in your Louis Vuitton bag,
We kind of talked about the positives of Richmond and coming together. I'll say, what's something that's holding Richmond back? What's a negative of the Richmond music or creative scene from your perspective?
I'm like a advocate for not speaking negative. You know, like a lot of people, like I said, I'm older, so like I remember Richmond was like super crabs in a barrel, and like everybody hate on each other, like fights all the time, shootings, killings. Like I lost a lot of homies to bullshit. So yeah, I mean Richmond is a lot of bullshit, but you know, on the positive, you know, the more you speak positive about it and say, like you just said, like collaborate and create and be consistent, like, you know. But yeah, I mean Richmond is Richmond, but you know, the more positive you speak into it and the more, you know, you say that, man, Richmond got a lot of talent. You know, Richmond got some dope spaces. Richmond got some dope creative, some dope podcasts, some dope studios, some dope, you know, entrepreneurs, some businesses. They got good food, you know. And, you know, then
that's real.
Yeah, then, you know. So
You're right. Yeah, you're right. We got to change how we talk about it.
yeah. Because, you know, I see, I forgot, what's the dude's name? F&F Chop. Like he was on some podcast or something, and he was talking about like Richmond. They got a lot of haters and this and that, and it's like, yeah, I mean it's true, but you're on a big platform. You can easily say, man, I love my city. You know,
That's a good point.
Shout out to everybody doing their thing, man. Richmond is on the rise. Like Richmond is full of talent, man. If you never visited Richmond, go visit it. You know, they got good food, bad bitches. Like, go check it out.
That's
you
a
know,
fact.
that's how I feel about it.
Because that would definitely make the outside person be like, oh, all right.
Yeah.
Because if you hear
me
this
slide
negative, the niggas, and I'm not going to lie, like we used to, like not even we, I used to kind of think like that too. But like, yeah, if you put yourself down, then everybody else is going to put you down.
And it depends.
That's Richmond.
It depends on
like,
how you move too.
Nigga,
Like,
yeah.
Like when I was younger, like I was in the streets and I was doing stuff to bring negativity into my life. But when I started fucking with MOSS and the music and fucking with creatives and looking at a different light and meeting business owners and going and seeing stuff from like a different point of view and not just a little knucklehead running around. Like I'm actually like becoming a person, a part of society in the city and adding to it. So, you know, you look at it from a different light and you're going to these different places that's actually dope and you're meeting all these people and you know, it just depends on how you move and the energy you put out. But Richmond is dope as fuck. Like I love Richmond. Love the river. I love the food, women, music, creatives. I like my position in Richmond, like how I can kind of be a mentor to people, like the shit that I needed when I was like younger. So
Pass it on. Pass on what you learned. Yeah.
I try to be the person I wish I knew when I was younger, or wish I could run into and meet.
That's good shit.
What's the best food spot? Like, give me three.
3.
Wendy's. No, I'm playing.
I'm trying to name some local spots. I mean, a lot of people might not like it, but I like Mama J's.
Actually, respect.
Catfish, mac and cheese. Like that's
Who doesn't like Mama J?
some people say,
I've
man, that
heard,
shit trash.
I've heard some people say, yeah, they ain't rocking with Mama J's before, Nick.
Yeah,
You've heard that.
Not on our podcast. So, yeah, on here, nigga. Yeah.
Nah,
We let
Mama
that
J-
slide.
like Mama J's,
Broker spot.
Jamaica House, like
I was going to say Jamaica.
Erie Ting.
Erie Ting, yes, sir. Yes,
That
sir.
Rasta pasta.
Erie Ting. Lamb.
Shit, Mission Barbecue.
Yes, sir.
I got to go there, bro.
Yes,
Damn,
you
that
do.
sound good. No, I mean, I've been there before. I'm saying I just haven't been there.
I like Casa del Barco.
Facts.
I heard they got good margaritas.
They do.
Margaritas, the burrito tacos.
I think I know where I'm going after this.
Little spot. Damn, Mission Bar.
Oak and Apple.
I've heard of that.
Oak
of
and
it.
Apple is right down the street. That
Yeah.
shit good as fuck.
Okay.
You got Christian's Pizza, late
Yep.
night move.
Yep. Facts.
I'm a fat boy, so I can go on and on. You said 3 restaurants.
Right.
I'm just thinking
33.
of what I had last week.
Right.
But my go-to is probably Mama J's when I'm headed downtown. I'll grab some catfish before I hit the studio. Mission Barbecue if I hit a parlay. I treat myself to that because that's just like $50 a plate.
Facts.
And then you gotta go to Jamaica House because that's what my girl eats. So I always pick that up for her.
Shout out to Southern Kitchen. Yeah, Stony Point.
Overrated.
Really?
Damn.
Oh, okay. They expensive. That's tough.
Yeah,
But yeah, they pricey, but
I've
that
been-
cornbread
I-
is hit.
Yeah, I've
though.
been there twice and wasn't. I mean, it's decent food, but overrated. Like to be the price, like you said, be priced like that.
No, it is priced OD, but that cornbread is smack though. I ain't gonna.
I mean,
Roots Kitchen.
Yeah.
I used to eat roots all the time, but that shit don't hit for me no more. I used to eat that shit all the time. But I don't even eat Chipotle and shit no more either. Oh no! Get this man off the podcast.
I'm not angry at you on that one.
But you know
Chipotle
why?
has fell off.
Chipotle is Chipotle.
Unless you just get them on a good day.
I started
good
making my
time.
own. I started making my own
Type
rice
shit.
bowls.
Type
So it's
shit.
like if I want a
feel
rice
that.
bowl, I make my own shit.
I feel that.
And I'm
Double
I'm
chicken.
a good ass chef, so I don't really
Okay.
eat too much.
Triple chicken.
Alex, nigga, okay, you really need to make that at home then, my nigga. Why are you getting
Quadruple chicken.
shut
Yeah.
the fuck up, Alex? You really need to be chicken.
Chicken.
Chicken. Yeah, fuck the bowl. Right, yeah.
Here.
Here, my nigga. Hey, just take your chicken.
Octalian chicken. Yeah.
So,
like,
so were y'all two like childhood friends?
I'm weak.
I
You
can see
Shocker.
that.
Right, yeah, shocker.
Right.
Mom,
right,
can Alex stay over my house?
Yeah. Oh, yo. That ass. He
I
called
can see it.
that. Thanks. No, we just met.
I would be over Alex's house for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
There
sure.
are a few,
man.
switch ups.
What, 3rd grade, 4th grade?
Yeah, 4th grade. Yeah, 4th grade. 5th
Shout
grade.
out to y'all lasting that long.
I was just surprised
Yeah.
we ain't fell out, man. I was thinking about that the other day. We should have.
Never too late.
Should have come it up by now. It should have been some
Yeah,
girl, or it should have been something.
yeah.
It should have been something by now, bro.
2026. We'll
too
start.
nice.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
put
we
some shit up.
start next year.
2026. We'll start some
How
shit
you gonna
up.
call it out?
2025.
Sneak ass shit. Yeah. Thank you. Whatever, man.
Nah, but good.
We'll
Yeah.
see. And honestly, same for all 3 of us. What, 5, 6 years?
Yeah, because ever since, started
Yeah.
working there, that's when
That's
I
strong
knew
in
him.
that too. 'Cause
Yeah.
niggas don't- I was kind of thinking about it. Maybe you probably can definitely tell. My dad told me this a while ago. He was like, "Yeah, the older and older you get, circle and circle just get smaller and smaller." Because I ain't gonna lie, my dad was like, because he was super cool when I was growing up. He had all type of friends and yada yada yada. Ever since he got like married, I mean, obviously that's another thing. But ever since he kind of got married and kind of just ducked up, they had like one friend, and I think that's his like cousin. So like, if it ain't that, and maybe like one friend that's out of town. If it ain't them two, that's it. Yeah.
Something my
Like,
dad said when we were moving my sister into college. Shout out Howard University. But
HU.
you're right. Yep, Bison's, But I remember he was talking to I think one of his friends I was helping, with her move and everything like that. And I remember overhearing him say it. It's like if you leave college with one true friend, you've done great. Any more than one, like 2 or more, it's like excellent, like really, really good. Like a true friend, that's real. So yeah. So Jesse, I'm definitely gonna give you your flowers. Yeah.
appreciate it. Same to you, brother.
Nick, appreciate it, brother. Yeah. Both of y'all.
Shout out my boys Rob. Shout out Drew. Shout out Tyree.
Facts,
Montre.
facts.
They got all the friends.
Shout out Josh.
And I ain't gonna lie, those are. Well, go ahead.
Those
Go
are.
ahead.
I have had. Let's see. I've known Rob since middle school. We played on the same team. I've known Drew since 9th grade. But those guys are literally. We've had the same group chat since like junior or senior year, and the names has still been the same.
That's
So
that's real shit.
I don't keep in touch with nobody from high school.
Why do you think so?
Everybody just went their separate ways.
Type
You know,
Yeah.
couple of them locked up, couple of them doped out. A couple of them got families. I mean, I still like send a happy birthday text and shit, but I got a whole new network here, so that's kind of
Yeah.
And I was kind of going to my point. It seems like the people like the people that you work with, not even just like work job, but the people that you work with, far as like what we're trying to build and stuff like that. Those end up being your friends, kind of. Because I remember somebody was like, "Dang, like you hang out with the people you do the podcast with." I was like, "Yeah, I mean, shit. Like, I mean,
I think that's what it is.
yeah, it's just it's comfortable. Like you know what time it is, kind of like like. And then if we all know if we go out somewhere together, hey, if we don't feel like being out that long, we out. Like we ain't gotta, we ain't gotta, like, you know what I mean? Like it's just a little bit better that way. I mean, obviously everybody has their little, couple friends on the side, but
facts.
I mean, I just look at it like associates.
exactly, that's the way to put it.
You can, I call them friends, but I mean, it's
Acquaintances.
they're acquaintances.
Hey, my best pal, twin.
Like if
I'm like,
Nigga, I haven't seen you since.
if I go somewhere in the city, I usually will see somebody I know.
Of course.
But it's not.
My best friend.
I can't.
My
Like if
brother.
somebody asks me, like, who's your best friend?
My pal.
I don't even know. Like,
This is
I mean, my girl.
I was just my
Wifey.
girl.
They get like that, man.
Facts,
Don't do that, Al. Like,
Or my
don't
5-year-old.
do that.
It's
Shout out to
probably my
that.
5-year-old. That's my dog.
I'm gonna say this. True friends. This is my little definition of true friends.
True friends will stab you in the back and then put a Band-Aid over the wound. Yeah. Nah, let me stop fucking around. Go ahead, Nick. I'm talking shit.
If something happens to me, are you still gonna keep in touch with my parents? Are you still gonna make sure they're good, or someone like my grandma? Are you still gonna make sure they are okay?
Yeah.
If you're a true friend, you would do that for me, because I would do the same for you.
That's real nigga shit.
That's
real
really
nigga activity. That's a good point. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that-
an easy way to put it.
That, my good sir, is what you call standing on business.
It is. It
Yeah.
is. Real nigga shit. It
Yeah.
is. It is, man. Yeah, Nick, damn. That was a good question. I've never
I've lost a friend, and I still call her parents from time to time.
That's real.
Making sure that they're good. I'll text her little brother, make sure he's good. How is he doing? So that's real.
And that shit don't seem like a lot, but it definitely goes a long way. It definitely does. So, nah, respect. We got any more questions? We get into topics?
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
All right, get up out of here in a few. I guess we'll piggyback off what we talked
I
about.
thought y'all asked like silly questions and shit and like raunchy shit, or that was just certain
We
people.
do when we.
I mean, I wasn't asking. I'm not saying that to ask me. But
I know. It's funny.
I'm pretty sure I've seen y'all
What's
ask.
the first time that you had?
Alex, whatever.
I thought I seen
we
the clip.
we usually get into topic time. It's funny because I can talk to you about this because you damn podcast, you run podcasts. You think that a guest probably come in thinking that, but then you ask some shit like that. I'm a dark cloud and I don't know anything. Like, nigga, you're not Playboy Cardi. Like, shut up. So like, it depends. I guess we go off the vibe of the other person, kind of most likely. But I guess we can get into topics real quick. I got one. Damn, I think I sent it to myself. But basically, me and Alex was talking about Alex had that Draco last night, and then 12 happened to pull up on him. And Al, if you want to tell him about
and then I was like, look, you might want to let me go. You might want to let me go. And they said,
yeah, the nigga in the full Nelson. And then,
okay, we'll let you go. And then I was like, all right, yeah, bet. And then I put it away. But yeah, right.
So if you want to tell him about your, it's gonna lead.
Yeah,
to
yeah. So just coming from a place, actually coming from my girl's house, and dropped her off, and what? Oh yeah, cop was coming up. He had his lights on, so he was coming towards me, the other side. So I'm at a stop sign. I'm like, all right, it's dark outside. I'm gonna let him pass me. Because I was about to go ahead and go. But I was like, let me just let him pass, do whatever. And he didn't have the siren on, so I was kind of thinking, since his lights are on, I'm gonna just let him pass. Like how you would do if a cop had his siren on. Everybody stops and let him go by. So he's coming towards me, and then he kind of slows up, and I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, bruh, yeah. So yeah, he's kind of like, hey, are you?
What area?
Yeah, like it was kind of like. Oh, you said what area?
Yeah.
Off of Midlothian Turnpike.
Chesterfield.
Yeah, Chesterfield.
Arrested
Be like
Hill.
Richmond, yeah, low key. Like the.
But you know they be in there. They be peeking into Richmond.
Right, facts, yeah.
They be peeking into Richmond.
Facts.
Why does your shit say Chesterfield?
No, I'm
Why
just-
are you on Jackson Ward right now? Yeah, I'm just seeing what's up. But yeah, so basically he pulled, because I was on the phone with him ironically at the time. So basically he just pulled up. It was like,
he like pulled up, rolled down his window, and was like, "Hey, are you involved in like what's going on over the year or whatever?" And I was like, I didn't even know what he was talking about. Like, no, I'm going home. Yeah, and it was like, oh, okay. And he like rolled up his window and then kept going. So it was like, let me get the like Jesse, you were like, just go home. Yeah, I was like, yeah.
So I guess without getting in too deep, what do y'all have any experiences like with? Do you ever had a bad experience with 12 or a good experience or a weird experience?
Yes.
Like I said, you ain't got to get to go too.
I'm gonna see. I got one out. I got multiple actually, but I'll tell you one that's a good. I want to say cool story, but it's a little fucked up. So I was probably like maybe 12, 13. Me and my brothers and my homies were rolling like snowballs. It was a bad storm, like super blizzard, like probably like a foot of snow. We were rolling snowballs in the middle of the Woodman Road. Like it's like almost like a main road. So like we were putting like snowballs in there, so cars will have to like slow down and go around during the storm. So when the cars slow down, we'll throw snowballs at the car. So we just throw snowballs.
Oh, fucking weed.
So probably doing that for like 15 minutes, just being kids, being stupid, and then
Having fun though.
yeah, and then maybe like 6 cop cars pull up speeding, just like that, and they hop out the car with guns drawn, like pointing. Probably like 6 cops, and they got guns pointing, freeze, 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 and then me and my brother just freeze, and then all my homies run, and they get away. But yeah, then like we had on like masks and stuff too because it was cold. Like we had on like the classic ski mask with the hose and the muff.
Oh yeah, y'all was wild.
Now that I think about it, we was wild.
Yeah, y'all was wild. I was giving
12,
y'all credit.
13.
I was giving y'all credit up until
13,
then.
I was like 5'8". So
Oh, yeah.
I looked like a grown man.
Yeah.
Like, but
Said
yeah,
freeze.
they pulled out with guns and shit on us, and then I took my mask off. They're like, oh, they're kids, but they still they made us walk home. It's probably like a quarter mile from my crib, maybe. They made us walk home, and they're driving behind us with the headlights on. Me and my brother just walking like, oh, we about to get in trouble, brother. We about to get fucked up.
That's crazy.
And then we got home, and then the cop told him what we were doing, and my mom was pissed. Like she was like pissed at the cop because because we told him we at first your sons were throwing snowballs at cars, and then we were like, yeah, they pulled guns on us. And my mom just snapped.
I bet.
Like, yeah, pulled guns like it would. But yeah, that's one that didn't lead to anything, jail time or anything, or any fucked up shit.
Yeah, thank God.
This is leading somewhere, y'all. I know. I'm not trying to take niggas down trauma lane, but Nick, do you have any run-ins with or your perspective on 12?
Perspective.
12 and 10.
Yeah, right.
Because basically, me and Al was just saying, like, those people, and, I watch a lot of, like, the body cam footages. So basically, just the crazy Jones, man goes off on police and then it ends badly or whatever. And me and Al were just basically like, bro, I don't understand people that, like, fight and beef with 12. I understand they be wilding. Like, let's not, play stupid here. But, like, I was getting ready to give you a speeding ticket. No, fuck you, cuz. I know fuck you, fuck. Okay, step out the car, sir. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, come on, man.
That happened to
like,
me one time with my brother leaving a VCU house party. We were all drunk as fuck. Open bottle. I'm in the back seat. He's driving. Or actually, he's in the passenger side. And then cop pull us over, and cop's like, oh, I just wondering if y'all, and then like he's literally like arguing with the cop. The cop about to just let us go.
Lord,
he's like stopping everybody, just checking them. And then he like gets to arguing with the cop, and we literally have a bottle. I could smell the vodka, and I'm just like, yo, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's definitely my brother. He's on that type of time.
wait a minute. Yeah, he's on that type of time. Sir, no, I'm on that type of time. Yeah, it's like,
why are you fucking with us?
Yeah.
Like, bro, shut the fuck
buddy.
up.
Yeah.
You're not even driving.
Maybe they're fucking with you because you're yelling. Yeah, like I don't know. And like I said, I feel it. I feel it. I understand. Fight the power, fight the man. But sometimes, how about this with the body cam jump? Sometimes it shows the cops wilding. So there's always a give and take. But like those ones where, like always, like I told Alex, I don't see too much good in talking to 12.
I don't.
Like, hey, how's it going? It doesn't get me anywhere. Like, I've never been an advocate of just yapping to 12. I'm sorry, just podcasting with 12. I don't have no beef. I'm not a kill all. I'm not. It's not that serious. But I mean, fuck them niggas. But yeah, that's just culture. But just fuck them. But besides that, I can't. So I don't know those people. Some people love that shit. Just love the bicker. I don't know. Like, but Nick, I don't know.
Sometimes I feel like sometimes you gotta
stand your ground, I guess,
or at least ask them. Like, if you have a cop like just standing next to him, just ask him a question.
That's a good point.
No,
I
sir.
believe it should be like that. You should be able to talk.
We have police at our job. So
Yeah,
it's like,
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay,
You see him in a different light, kind of.
Good point.
It's like,
I mean, it depends what you're into too.
yeah.
If you're just an upstanding citizen, like you shouldn't be worried about nothing. If you into some shiesty shit, then be smart.
Like, hey,
Facts.
how much is response time if I decide to rob you? Like, how much is the response time for Richmond PD?
If I were to hit a lick,
and it's different. Like Richmond police is way different than like Henrico or Chesterfield. Like in Richmond, it might be black dudes, black women, like Mexican dudes with tattoos. Like they don't give a fuck. I've literally been standing outside the studio smoking. We got a bottle. We're sitting out in chairs, and the cop come up like, "Y'all boys be safe."
Some police officers they just don't care. Like, if you're not out here really trying to harm niggas, if you're outside just doing that, come on.
Yeah, that's my experience with Richmond. Like I've always had like a business in the city or worked somewhere or had somebody that lived downtown and never had issues with Richmond. But Henrico, Chesterfield, that's all the stories I could tell you is Henrico and Chesterfield. Of course.
Everybody up there. Yeah. That's right.
Richmond, I've done I've done some things that the cops could have fucked with me for in Richmond and never did.
The police officers over there near Laburnum Avenue, you know where the skate lane and stuff is. All they do, unless something is really drastically happened, they are either at the Wawa next to the Virginia Credit Union or at the Wawa near the airport.
With some coffee.
Literally.
Okay. Okay. It's like, okay. So, all right. Well, I kind of asked that to preface, all that. Al, this is the video I was talking to you about, so I figured I'd do it today. So this young man, I think he's about 17, 18, maybe 19, I don't know, but definitely under 21. He seemed like he had a really good night with his friends. Basically, it was one of, shout out Cash Nasty, he's reacting to it, so you might have to hear him. But he's like really light-skinned, brother. Right, real light-skinned. Sid from Ice Age. But yeah, so low-key.
Like a turtle.
We'll let him talk. We'll let him take it away.
What is the number?
Act accordingly, boy. You serve me and my family. So give me the...
Shut your door, that'll be fine.
She's about, 21?
Right. Talk to him. Talk to this nigga.
Is the police just letting him talk?
He's saying he knows the police's daughter.
I can't tell if this is a mental issue or drugs.
I love to post across the internet because it's consensual. No, I don't, you square ass nigga. What's it to you? I'm going back to my home. Why don't you go back to your home and talk some sense into your fat ass daughter? Who, mind you, absolutely. I'm talking about her head. Take it and I was
Let him get some money. Drop this phone for the 5th time, by the way. The other way too. He had it like that too, Al. He had it like that. Alyssa, right? Alyssa doesn't know a lick from these niggas, man. This is a 48-minute video, y'all.
What does the cop do?
So obviously, at the end, It turned dark. It literally turned. Of course, you two gotta get their money.
Got his ass
Okay.
whooped. God beat his ass.
Okay. No, I think they just look, bro. It literally went from light to dark. I think his mom pulled up. Yeah.
He got lucky.
Like basically, this was a case of 12 being extremely nice. Cause it's just like, yeah, like just let them wild out. Okay, yeah, they eventually arrest them. Yeah, cause it's kind of like, yeah, you gotta go. So yeah, man.
Talking
So
about my
he
joint
had,
like that, I would have beat his head.
yeah, you know. So I was laughing with Alex because this is the shit we joke about. Like, what if you told your wife, fuck you, how's your wife doing? Like, this little kid.
Hey, is this your wife? Yeah. I was like, yeah.
So I was telling Alex, bro, as a cop, I would have to say something back. So how'd you have my wife? Like, I would have to say something, but you gotta. And now obviously there's worser videos, there's funnier videos, and it's like you can't antagonize as a cop. But I would have to, bro. Think about, all the shit you get told as a cop. Spit, just the whole nine, man.
I couldn't be a cop.
I couldn't. No, I couldn't. You said you wanted to?
I said I couldn't.
Oh no, me neither. No. It's just not worth it. It's not.
I'll be police
I
brutality.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then what's another thing? Watching these type of videos, you kind of have just a even. To see what he did beat that nigga's ass. Obviously there's judgment and we know when is wrong and wrong is. But man, say man.
Because one could say
You
they
try
could
to lock him. You try to arrest him.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, facts.
You might forget about the blue and white for a minute, brother.
Facts,
I don't know.
facts.
So
Facts.
hell of a job though.
Facts.
Shout out to the good ones.
Yeah. Respect.
If they are good ones.
If there's anyone.
All right, so yeah, got
exist.
to
Protecting and
my nigga.
Right.
Shout out Denzel. Right, so I don't know, man. 12.
Fuck 12.
Not angry with that. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. I think me and my shout out to Brett, my white friend. We used to have this. Well, no, he had this argument in high school. He smoked niggas. I ain't gonna lie. I'm always like for the good logic. So this was. Oh yeah, this is what, senior year, right before Trump got in. So everybody's going crazy. Oh my God, we're gonna die. The first time, yeah. So okay, somehow, George Floyd and all that going on too. Somehow we were talking in like social studies or whatever. Police brutality, yada yada yada. And somebody was like, yeah, everybody, of course the black people were like, yeah, fuck 12, because they don't do nothing for us. They kill us, yada 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 yada. I'm just in the back, just good point. Fair argument. So one of my white friend was like, okay, fuck 12, fuck 12, fuck 12. Somebody runs in your house and kills your grandmother and kills your mother. You're not calling 12? I said.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
yes, of course. I'm going to kill a nigga myself. I'm going to go kill a nigga. Sure you are. But that second, let me call 12, like 911. Yeah. So that, so everybody has a role. I'm not one type of people that's anti this, anti that. It's supposed to all help each other, Yeah. It's almost like they're public servants or something. It's almost like it's supposed to be a society.
Supposed to protect and serve?
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, we know what's
The
supposed
problem
to.
is you got some police officers that got their feelings hurt in high school. And then get the badge.
I said, now I'm going to hurt some feelings. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I used to not believe in that thing, but that is a real thing.
They're human beings. Yeah. They're human beings like everyone else. So, like, you have feelings about something.
You're soft, right? You're soft.
Yeah. That's what you are.
You remind me of somebody.
What?
I can't think of who you remind me. You remind me of somebody.
What, the human beings, Jane?
No, just since I met you, like you
Right,
just
after an
remind me of
hour
somebody.
Right,
yapping.
facts.
That's why I was like, you African?
You
You gotta look like you have like an Egyptian dad or something, or Indian dad.
Hey, black.
Well,
as
if
far
you
as I
do,
know.
my nigga, we need some. We got some M's we've been waiting on, my nigga. Right, yeah, right.
Facts.
You been holding out, nigga.
Facts.
Hey.
I'm gonna think of it one day, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna show him to you. I'm gonna be like, "This the dude. Remember I said you around me?"
Don't let this nigga show you an ancient Alexander King.
Right. Hey, them M's.
We need this check
Nah,
out.
it's somebody I met like within the MOSS network.
That's what's up.
That's
Like,
what's up,
it's
yeah.
probably somebody I can introduce you to. You're gonna be like, "Hey, you do."
To win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we can go ahead and get up out of here, do announcements. Kurt, if there's anything, any shout outs, dates, announcements, anything that you want to say to the people who
Shit,
get out
MOSS Studios 2025. We're doing like a grand opening March 15th. So this will probably come out after that, but that's like it's gonna be invite only. Y'all are gonna get the invite. It's gonna be like basically people in the network that actually, have impact and stuff. So, and we're releasing our MOSS magazine issue 3. We're gonna do like a live signing. We got the Comcast Rise Award. We're gonna do like something for that. It's also my birthday, so drinks will be on deck. We'll be toasting to Big Curt. And I'm dropping a project March 14th, so, And, yeah, MOSS Studios 2025, musiconestopshop.com. Shout out to the 804 podcast. Yeah. Let's keep building. Let's keep making this platform bigger, better, and get y'all some money on.
Big facts. Jesse, all I'm going to say is I don't know what to tell them anymore. They have had their W-2s and their 1099s, and they still have their 2020 and 2021 stimulus letter. So I really don't know what to say anymore, man.
And something that y'all could do? I want to sit down with y'all like outside of cameras and like sit in a meeting room and like come up with like tangible stuff that y'all could do. Cause that's how I do my business. Where it's like I need to write it down. You see the little graph I showed you. Like all that shit literally came to life. Like you could look at what's the problem, what's the effect, what's the market, everything on there. Like y'all that I've met 7 years later can look at it and be like, yeah, MOSS Studios does do this, does do that. But that was before I had anything, before I knew anybody. So it's like, yeah, you say you want to monetize. All right, how do you want to monetize? How are we gonna do it? Branding. What do you want people to think of your brand? Like, so what questions are we gonna ask these people? Like, kind of just add more structure and more definition to the 804 podcast.
But y'all need to get your taxes done, y'all. Call the phone number, 804-321-5766. That's 804-321-5766. My father's business, Derek L. Alford, been doing taxes over 30 years. And Nick, you might see your boy in there.
Hopefully doing taxes.
Doing taxes professionally as well. I help out Pop sometimes. Our location is 2650 Hall Street Road. That's 2650 Hall Street Road, y'all. My Pops can get you hooked up with retirement planning, annuities, and for all you business owners out there, we don't just do personal taxes. We also do business taxes as well. Like I said, call the number. Love you, Pops. Love you, A. Love you, Dad. Yeah. Thank you, bro. Thank you for coming on, Curt.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all.
Shout out again. I'm still making the documentary will be coming out this year. So
Proud of you, man.
Please wait on it. An announcement will also be coming in March.
Bet.
I mean, this episode will come out in March, so you're gonna make the announcement now, and then you have it.
No,
I want to hear what the announcement is now.
It's going. I can't announce it right now. I'm gonna.
Do they know about it?
No.
Nah. Well,
It's only a few.
My mom was just
Tell
asking.
Tell us.
Yeah.
Everybody, it will be a video coming out. I'm gonna make a video of it, and I will
They'll
announce
see it
it.
in real time.
Okay.
Because if I get ran up one more time, then Jesse, the movie.
So do you act?
No, I don't. I'm making a documentary.
Okay. On what?
George Lancaster,
Who's that?
Highland Springs basketball coach, back in the day.
Your coach?
No,
Definitely living legend. Yeah. Definitely.
All right, I'm gonna tap in when it come out.
go follow the Instagram. I got an Instagram page for it.
What's the drop the Instagram page?
Yes.
Oh, at Lancaster Movie. Go look that up. You know, you'll see some clips and stuff on there. A few scenes from the movie are also on.
For sure. Ain't too much else. You already watching, man. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. A lot more content coming soon. And yeah, Nick, go ahead and get us up out of here, man.
All right, everybody. Thank you, Curt, for coming through.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you, guys.
I'm Nick,
Jesse.
Alex.
and this was the 804 podcast.
804.
And we are out of here. We ain't got nobody to take our picture.
You got me.
Timer.
Facts. Yep, taking it back old school.
Big timer.
But yeah, so